not taken double quotes. By Robert Frost. Line by line explanation. Stanza 1 and 2. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both, and be one traveler. Long I stood, and looked down one as far as I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth. These lines are the opening stanza of Robert Frost's famous poem, The Road Not Taken. The speaker describes being faced with a choice between two paths in a yellow wood, and feeling regret that he cannot take both paths at the same time. The use of the phrase yellow wood creates an image of autumnal beauty and sets the scene for the speaker's contemplation. The roads symbolize the choices that the speaker must make in life, and the fact that he cannot travel both suggests that he must choose a direction and commit to it. The phrase "and be one traveler" emphasizes the speaker's desire for unity and wholeness, which he feels is impossible given the choice before him. He long stood and looked down one road as far as he could, suggesting a sense of deliberation and thoughtfulness. The use of the phrase "where it bent in the undergrowth" creates a sense of mystery and ambiguity, suggesting that the speaker cannot see far enough down the path to know where it will ultimately lead. This ambiguity is central to the poem's message about the uncertainty of life and the importance of making choices. Overall, these lines introduce the central theme of the poem and set the stage for the speaker's reflections on the choices we make in life and the paths we choose to follow. Then took the other, as just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear, though as for that the passing there had warned them really about the same. These lines are from the poem The Road Not Taken by Robert Frost. In this poem, the speaker is describing a moment when he came to a fork in the road and had to choose which path to take. These lines describe his decision-making process and the reasons why he ultimately chose one path over the other. The first line, "then took the other, as just as fair," suggests that the speaker is presented with two equally appealing options. He has already taken one path, and now he chooses the other. The word "fair" suggests that both paths are equally desirable. The second line, "and having perhaps the better claim," suggests that the speaker believes that the second path he has chosen might be a better option than the first. However, the word "perhaps" indicates that he is not entirely sure of this. The third line, "because it was grassy and wanted wear," gives a reason for why the speaker might have chosen this path. The fact that the grass is still wanted wear suggests that the path is less traveled and might be more interesting or less known to others. The fourth and fifth lines, "though as for that the passing there had warned them really about the same," suggests that the two paths were actually quite similar, despite the speaker's initial impression that one path was less traveled. In reality, both paths had been worn down by people passing through. These lines are significant because they reveal the speaker's thought process and decision-making in choosing one path over another. The poem, as a whole, can be interpreted as a metaphor for life choices and the importance of making your own decisions.